Today we are going to venture to the far reaches of the galaxy to find and discover the final remaining data cards that will give us ultimate supreme power over the galaxy. Mwahaha! Palpatine, you got two lightsabers there? What's going on with that? Today, Palpatine and Anakin are traveling to the planets of Kef Bir and Exegol to collect the final data cards in my LEGO Star Wars quest to get 100% in this game. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is notoriously one of the most challenging games to 100%, just because of how long it takes and the grind you have to go through. The insanity! Today, we are gonna take one step closer. And Palpatine, bro, how many times are you gonna drop your lightsaber, mate? Hey everyone, it's Andrew. The attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed. However, that won't be the case for much longer if we travel to these planets, collect these things, and gain supreme control over the galaxy. The data cards are what we seek. Currently, we have 18 of them. There are 20 in total. Can you join me on this task? Yes, master. Palpatine stood and looked up, admiring the portrait of himself on the wall, seeing all that he'd achieved, seeing how far and how close he had come to galactic domination. Nothing would stand in his way at this point. He was too close to his goal. And so Anakin and Palpatine began making their way across the planet Coruscant to their ship to begin their adventure across the galaxy. However, it was at this point Palpatine noticed something rather odd. Anakin, what happened to your lightsaber? Where is your lightsaber? Master Palpatine, I have it. It's right here. There's something wrong with your lightsaber. It doesn't appear to be quite like a lightsaber. Okay. Anakin, something strange is happening. I think we should continue on our journey and see if things go back to normal soon. Master Palpatine, are you serious? That's your ship. That's the ship you want to take. What's wrong with my ship, Anakin? It's just kind of crap. There are much more stylistic and impressive ships that you could fly. I mean, you're literally the Supreme Chancellor of the galaxy, the Emperor of the galaxy. You claim to have more power than anyone. You're a Sith Lord, and yet you're flying around in that thing? How dare you say that about my ship, Anakin? It's fine, Master, but I'm flying. And you're not gonna like the way I fly. And so Anakin reluctantly hopped into the cockpit of Palpatine's ship to begin takeoff and travel to Kef Bir. Palpatine, you just listen to the lasers, listen. Anakin, I don't think the lasers are supposed to sound like that. Something is going horribly wrong. And so Anakin and Palpatine went down to land on the planet. Anakin, come with me on this mission. The data card is somewhere up ahead over this ridge. Is it just me or are there a lot more gonk droids here than I initially thought there were? Anakin, this whole village is being run by gonk droids. Where is the data card? Show me or I'll threaten you with my breadstick. Oh my gosh. Anakin had discovered the data card. It was hiding in plain sight just behind this hut. But the golden gonk went to claim it. No! Oh my gosh, the golden gonk nearly beat me to it. That was creepy. That was scary. Oh, there's 19, not 20. I said there were 20 in total. Oh well. Palpatine, we've claimed the data card. Good, my boy, very good. Now we must travel to Exegol to find the final one and complete our plan. And so Palpatine and Anakin began their way to Exegol. However, Anakin, is it just me or is there a Porg following us also now? Dispatch of the Porg, my friend. Oh, why is my breadstick making a rainbow effect as well? Quickly, Anakin, come with me. We must travel through Lightspeed at once. All these strange activities are unsettling. And so Anakin and Palpatine made their way through Lightspeed. Little did they know that they had acquired a few companions, the Porg and the Super Gonk. But something strange was happening through Lightspeed. Something as if they were traveling through another dimension. What happened to your head? Something happened through Lightspeed, Anakin. Your head is... and my head. Perhaps if we collect the final data card, we will have ultimate control over the galaxy and be able to end this madness. And so Palpatine and Anakin quickly traveled deep into the Sith Citadel to find what they were looking for. I see it! Anakin, the final data card lies up ahead. Something seems to be wrong with this version of Snoke, Anakin. He seems to be mumbling. Huh? Anakin, something seems to have gone wrong with my voice as well. What is going on? Oh my god. The Porg just destroyed this Sith acolyte guy. Careful with your big head. It's gonna fall off the side. And so Anakin tiptoed his way across the pipe and finally collected the final data card. And it was just at that moment, as he was trying to keep his balance, that something chaotic occurred. He jumped down, and just as he landed on the floor, Palpatine, what's going on? What's going on? There's bright flashing lights everywhere. The gonk droids are dancing. Palpatine's dead. Palpatine, what? First, actually, we must travel out of here. Perhaps this planet has become possessed because we collected it quickly. Let's make our swift escape. So, Anakin and Palpatine sprinted for the exit, trying to leave all this madness behind. The whole place is going crazy. What is this? Surely this isn't the entire galaxy. Surely this is just this planet. So Anakin and Palpatine traveled back to the Federal District of Coruscant. Anakin, I don't think it was just Exegol. Oh, look what's happened to Coruscant, my home. I was the ruler of the galaxy. Look what's happened. I did not realize it did that to the planets as well. Let's go see what's happening on the planet's surface. Look at the hint droid. Anakin, not you too. The entire planet has gone mad. Mad, I tell you. Not only are there gonk droids everywhere, everyone is dancing. Anakin, stop. Anakin, no. I will do what I must. And so Anakin defeated Palpatine with his breadstick. Oh, I pushed the golden gonk off the cliff. You can destroy it. I didn't know you could do that. Anakin started panicking. He realized that if Coruscant had become this, what if his homeworld of Tatooine? Perhaps there he could find some kind of sanctuary. Oh my god. Anakin couldn't believe what he was seeing. Oh my god. Oh wow, it's actually kind of crazy. Even the animals are dancing, and everyone here is a gonk droid as well. What of the Tuskens? Anakin raced to his home, hoping to find some kind of solace in the rooms in the interior. But even in here, a disco was raging on. What of the Tusken village, he thought. Anakin raced his way up to the Tusken village. He had slaughtered them before, but he knew their numbers were still strong. First, he stopped by the Jawa village, and even they had turned into dancing gonk droids. The galaxy was indeed in turmoil. He made his way to the Tusken village, where he'd once slaughtered Tuskens, but there were no Tuskens left to slaughter, for all that was left were gonk droids dancing. Perhaps his home of Mos Espa, his actual home where he grew up. He took a taxi to Mos Espa. Perhaps his former slave master Watto would know something about this. Gonk droids filled the streets of Mos Espa. It couldn't be true. They were dancing too. Anakin made his way inside his old home. Find that it was also dancing and partying in here. We have to go outside. We have to find Watto. Watto, you too. Not only is your head massive, but you're also dancing like a maniac. I've decided I will do what I must, and I'm still gonna kill you for what you've done to me. There we go. That Watto scream. Anakin thought the only thing he could do, perhaps, was travel to the Jedi Temple. Perhaps he would turn back to the light, and perhaps some of the Jedi would know about what's going on in the galaxy. And so he jumped his way across light speed, witnessing what had become of the galaxy. Returning to Coruscant, nothing had changed. It was still chaos. Still gonk droids. Still dancing. Still party lights. He jumped in a speeder and made his way across to the Jedi Temple. And somehow Watto survived as well and is with us. Anakin raced his way up into the Jedi Temple, not sure of what he'd discover. Upon entering the Jedi Temple, Anakin could not believe what he'd come across. Dude, look at the size of their heads. Look at Uriel Poof's head. Look at Yoda's head. It was just as Anakin had feared. The entire galaxy was not only overrun by gonk droids, but even the Jedi were dancing like maniacs and had breadsticks for lightsabers for some strange reason and were making zhu sounds. We have finally unlocked every extra data card in the game. This is chaos. Anakin could not believe what he'd come across. He could not believe what had become of the Jedi, what had become of the galaxy, but it seemed like this was the galaxy he was to lead, and the galaxy he was to now be in control of, considering he's killed Palpatine. So there you go. It is so fun using the extras in this menu. I now own all of them and will continue to use them for future videos because they're so much fun. Will the galaxy ever return to normal? I'm not sure, but if you subscribe and stay bombastic, you'll find out.